Hi.
That's good. I love that. Yeah.
No, that was terrible.
No, it wasn't. It was good.
Hi everybody, my name is Geoff. I'm from the Roccbox team. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make Bun Cha Hanoi, which is a Vietnamese dish. My mum passed this recipe down to me. She's Vietnamese and her family is from Hanoi. Ordinarily it's cooked on a barbecue, but I've adapted this recipe to cook in a Roccbox just because the high heat environment in Roccbox makes it cook so quickly and the fat renders beautifully. The meat we're using is pork belly slices. If we can find the slices that don't have as much fat, then it tends to work better. So the first thing we've got to do is marinate the meat. We're going to use a bunch of spring onions, got 5 here. I'm only using the green bits of it. And I've got about 4 tablespoons of dark soy sauce and about 3 teaspoons of brown sugar. Just give that a mix. So we're going to marinate the meat in this. It's best to marinate overnight to really let the flavors penetrate. So that's all done. I'm going to pop this in the fridge and we'll come back to it later. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is prepare the vegetables. Now these are all just going to be cut and left and assembled at the end once the meat is cooked. So all we need to do is chop them. So I've got a sweet gem lettuce here, and I've got a cucumber here, which we're only going to use about half of. And I've got a small carrot here, which I'm going to peel in julienne. And lastly, we're just going to assemble some of these herbs. So we've got some fresh coriander, some fresh Thai basil, and lots of fresh mint. Then we just got to prepare the noodles, make the dressing, cook the meat, and we're ready to go. Okay, so now we've just got to make the dressing. You can make as much or as little of this as you want. I always tend to make a lot just because I like it. But as long as you use these ratios, it's all going to be good. You got 5 parts water, 1 part lime juice, 1 part fish sauce, 1 part sugar, and a little dollop of sweet chili sauce. So this is also used as a dipping sauce for things like spring rolls or fish cakes. So the next thing we've got to do is just cook the noodles, the rice vermicelli, according to the maker's instructions. Okay, so this is the meat that I marinated last night. Just gonna heat this pan up in Roccbox just for a couple of minutes. So this pan's been in a couple of minutes, just gonna get it out and get the meat in it. Sizzly. Now we're gonna put this back in the Roccbox and turn the flame down to low. So for this recipe, you could use pork shoulder instead of pork belly. That's the end of that. So these have been in there now for a couple of minutes. As you can see, they're already starting to brown up beautifully. Just gonna flip them over. Because of the sugars in the marinade, they can burn quite easily, so you have to keep an eye on them. So I'm just flipping them over, just keeping them moving. They've been in there for another couple of minutes, but they're starting to brown up really nicely, and the grill marks on the pan are making them look really tasty. Okay, so what we're looking for with this pork to be cooked is for it to be beautifully browned on the outside and cooked all the way through. So those have been in there for a few minutes now, and they are beautifully charred up and brown. We're looking for a really nice golden color, and the fat's starting to render and blacken just a little bit. So what we're going to do is cut these up into small pieces, ready to serve. Just going to put these on this plate. Okay, so we've come to the final stage. We've chopped and prepared the vegetables, we've marinated and cooked the meat, cooked the noodles, made the dressing. I've also got some chopped peanuts here, just to finish it off. Now to assemble the dish, some noodles. These want to be hot, so it's a good idea to do these just before you do the meat. Just gonna put some vegetables on here, and lots of the herbs. The herbs make it. So this pork is beautifully cooked, kind of a little bit crispy on the outside, and beautifully charred. Finish it off with some dressing and some chopped nuts. And there you have it, Bun Cha Hanoi. right?
It's so good. That's amazing.
Oh, thanks, man.
Will they try some?
No, I'm not letting them have any.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is get some dark soy sauce. We've got about 4 tablespoons here. Okay, should I do that again?